Tallahassee, Florida for our continuing coverage of MEAC Basketball on ESPN+. Tonight is the second of back-to-back matchups between the Rattlers of Florida A&M and the Eagles of North Carolina Central. And we welcome everybody inside the Lawson Center here at FAMU. Charles Ward alongside FAMU's women's head coach, Shalon Pillow. And coach, the Eagles were flying high coming into last night's ball game, but the Rattlers were able to clip them. In that game last night, was it more what the Rattlers did or what the Eagles did not do?
Well, Charles, it depends on who you ask, but my coach always told me the film don't lie. Jones was great for them last night. He was the long J general. He was hitting that shot automatically from outside of the right inside the three-point line, and was able to cap it off with a layup. Now, it was a different story for Central. They could not hit this broadside of the barn. They could not hit a shot to save them. They came into the game second in the nation, three-point percentage, and was only 12% last night, hitting 2 for 17. And Coach Morton was not happy with that performance at all. So I'm excited to see what adjustments they make. That was just a tell of the game last night. They had a great turnover late in the game and then blew the layup.
As we look at that ball game last night, some of the highlights for us. DJ Jones with the 12 points and 6 rebounds, or the 5 rebounds, 6 of the 8 from the floor for him. And then the contrast with Kaiser, really a difficult night, finished with 13, 4 of 8 from the floor, and three-point shooting. That tells the story. Just 2 baskets from behind the arc for the Eagles of North Carolina Central.
Yeah, going back to Kaiser, that was a player to watch last night, and he was really late getting going. He got most of those 13 points in the second half. So let's see if that momentum, how he finished the game, rolls into his performance tonight, and maybe he'll have a better start.
Should be interesting to see how they rebound from what happened last night.
Most definitely. I know that we got an opportunity to talk to Coach Lavelle over there before the game, and I'm looking to see some differences.
You look at what happened last night, it was definitely cold here in the Lawson Center for the Eagles last night. If you look at season averages for them, well below their season average. And from the field, same thing below that, and just dismal from behind the arc.
It was sub-below for their shooting.
Sub-below is good.
Sub-below. I just can't imagine that a good shooting team like Central can have back-to-back. Now they're on the road. Now they're accustomed to their surroundings. That's one of the highlights of being able to play back-to-back games. You get to come right back out the next night and do it again, and now you know what you're walking into. So I can't imagine they'll have a shooting night like they did last night.
Rattlers and fam, you know exactly what they're walking into. They have a 10-game win streak here in the Lawson Center dating back to last year, and last night's performance was really solid by them. A lot of players involved, really credited by Randolph's unselfish play.
Yes, Randolph was amazing. He wasn't able to score the way he wanted to, but he got his teammates involved. We talked about Jones earlier, but also they had another player, Clark, come off the bench, and he led all scorers with 16 points. He was 4 from 8 from the 3. So if Randolph can't get it done tonight, I know that he trusts his teammates to get it done for him.
And we talked to Coach McCullum prior to last night's ballgame. His comment was that there's almost every player on this roster has the capability of hitting 15 to 20 points per night. And last night it was Jai Clark's opportunity to do it, finishing with the 16.
Yeah, you can sleep much better at night knowing that you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket in Randolph. You got plenty of people that you can depend on.
Unlike what we had last night, as the color change to Rattler is going to be in the white. And it'll be the maroon for the Eagles of North Carolina Central, as Bowles will jump against Jones, and we're underway. Rattlers winners last night, 59-50. Top of the key, they dump it right down low to the man that had a great performance last night. Jones continues with a lay-in.
As a coach, sometimes you want to go to that player that had a good game last night and get them an easy bucket early to get them into the flow right away.
5 rebounds and 2 blocks for Jones in that contest last night as well. Eagles, half-court set now. Kaiser wants to work left side to the rack. The floater's left short, but the rebound by Bowles inside. He missed on the putback. A third look to swat it, and the Rattlers clear. They push, and they kick it away. Turnover to the Eagles. Well, this is Palmer underneath. Left side, trying to leave it down there to Yate, and Yate can't get the handle on the basketball, and now we got a whistle.
The Eagles are really battling on the boards early tonight. They didn't get a lot of second chance opportunities. They were one shot and done. So I bet that was something that Coach talked to them about last night.
Eagles 34 rebounds last night. Most of those coming obviously from the defensive end. Left side now. This is Perkins, the senior, and all the way through for the lay-in. Talking to Coach Moten before the ball game, he was really exhorting Jordan Perkins to really get going here. He's one of the senior guards for the Eagles, and he really wants him to kind of step things up tonight.
Yeah, when you have a veteran point guard, you expect him to be your coach on the court. You expect him to be the floor general, and that's what he was missing last night. So I know that coach had a stern conversation with him.
Reeves and Spears miscommunicate on the pass at the sideline, and they toss it out of bounds, so the basketball over to the Eagles. Tied at 2, just underway here at the Lawson Center, or the Snake Pit here at FAMU. Down at the block, they work it inside. Palmer falling inside. Looks like it's going to stay with the Eagles there into the floor.
I think that one could have gone anyway. Neither one of them were really established or had good position.
It will send Palmer to the line for North Carolina to shoot. Palmer, the senior from Hyde Park, Massachusetts. Last night, just 3 points. A couple of rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block in the contest.
And that's what we talked about was one of the biggest differences in the game yesterday, where Randolph couldn't get it going, but he had his teammates help him out. CJ didn't have a whole lot of help last night.
Palmer misses on the first. Shooting woes from the line continuing for the Eagles. Last night's ball game, only 53% from the charity stripe, 8 of 15. They missed the first one here as Palmer now goes 1 of 2. Full court pressure by the Eagles. Rattlers across the timeline now. Reeves out front, Spears for 3. Spears off the mark. Rebound by the Eagles. They want to push. Here comes Perkins, right side, all the way to the right. Underneath on the lay-in, and he got it.
That is a great chain of events right there. You get to force them into FAMU into a bad shot. You press, you get a turnover, and then the layup to finish it off.
So the Eagles with a 5-2 lead. Out front for 3. This is Reeves. Knocks it down for the Rattlers. So Reeves, the senior from Illinois, with that basket. His first of the ball game.
Turn it, CJ. Move, CJ.
Ayate works it, Perkins. Now Kaiser's top of the key, tried to dump it down at the block. Double down there as Ayate got it to the cylinder. With a backside a rebound to Randolph. And he hits the canvas.
We saw a lot of missed layups yesterday, and today we started out with one, but it's early, you know. We're going to let him go ahead and get a feel and a flow for the game before we start talking too badly about missed layups. But you have to make those.
I know that's your pet peeve.
You're 2 feet away. You got to knock it down.
Bryce Moraine will inbound it for the Rattlers. Eagles have been in full court press since this ball game began.
I think that's an adjustment that coach made to speed them up because FAMU was able to operate way too comfortably yesterday. So this press is really speeding them up, making them take some shots they normally wouldn't take.
Randolph works it down in the corner. Spear bumped at the baseline. Bowles catching up with that play, but a moment too late.
Those are the plays that you hate to see after you get a good pressing segment, and then you bail them out with the foul at the end. You got to play solid, 17 seconds left on the shot clock, and just get a stop.
Reeves will inbound it. We're tied at 5. Rattlers looking inside. They go back out front to Jones. Jones, left side, can't get a shot off. 10 to shoot. On the move, Spear. Down low, and they'll get him for the travel violation.
Yeah, it took a little extra steps. That's one thing that I always like to teach my players. Never do a jump pass. Once you're up in the air, you can't get it back. It's over. Yeah. And that's what happened there. He's up in the air. He couldn't get where he wanted. Turnover.
Jai Clark out on the floor now for Coach McCullum and the Rattlers of FAMU. Clark, leading scorer for the Rattlers last night with 16 points coming off the bench.
It's always good when you get a good spark off the bench like that. Coming on in 16 points, I know that's something that they probably weren't counting on, and he really came big.
Palmer, foul out extended, dumps it down at the block. Nicely done with the pass to Bowles, and Bowles finishes for the Eagles.
That was a much better finish there.
2-point lead for North Carolina Central. Central picking up their first blemish in conference play after the loss last night. Raptors pulled to 2-2 in MEAC play.
Charles, I just think the energy for North Carolina Central is so much better than it was yesterday. They came in a little slow, but they came out ready to play tonight.
That's MJ Randolph with his first basket of the contest for the Rattlers. 9 assists for him last night. Perkins, slide pass inside Bowles. That's nicely done. Shot fell off. 15:54, timeout on the floor. We're tied at 7, Rattlers and the Eagles. Take a break here. More on ESPN+.
Health Sciences is rising.
Back live inside the Lawson Center as we take a look at the head man for the Rattlers of FAMU, Robert McCollum, in his 4th year. Really starting to put his signature on this program early on, Coach.
Yes, he was able to lead the Rattlers to their first winning conference record in 2018. He's doing a great job with circumstances right now. And I would like to say, my very first coach job was at South Florida, and he was the head coach there. And he was a great help to me there, and he's been great for me here, too.
He has an extended resume in terms of coaching stints at other schools, and just a fabulous find for the Rattlers of Florida A&M.
Yes, they sure did get a gem when they got Coach McCollum.
So before the timeout, Bowles was at the line shooting, shoots the first, and he knocks it down for the Eagles. 2 real good, solid coaches in this ball game. Of course, Coach Moten's legacy just really precedes him in terms of the job he's done at North Carolina Central.
Yes, we spoke to him earlier, and he made a very good point. You know, people are circling North Carolina Central on their calendars, on their schedule, and every game is a big game when they come against Central, and his players have to learn that they're coming for them every time they come to the court.
After the missed free throw, Rattlers. Randolph, floater inside the paint. That's his favorite little crip shot there inside the paint. He's 2 of 2 from the floor.
I know that's a relief to him to see the ball go into the hoop early.
Struggled a bit from the floor shooting last night with only 7 points, but found other ways to contribute to that Rattler win. Kaiser works right side. He'll push toward the rack. Now down in the corner. Palmer for 3. Short on the shot. Tapped around. Another look there for the Eagles.
Again, they're doing a fantastic job early in the game getting onto the offensive boards.
Perkins trying to spread the floor. We approach 15 minutes left first half. Kaiser raises, fires, drains it for the Eagles.
That's exactly what they need. They need Kaiser to get shots up and hit them early and often.
Got the space, knocked it down. Eagles 9-11 lead. Rattlers half-court set now. Keith Little's out on the floor for FAMU. Gives it to Randolph in the paint again. This one's short. Ayate chases down for Central. Up the floor to Perkins. They go to Kaiser again.
Go, turn it down, turn it.
There's Perkins, nice head fake and another. Got Jones up in the air for the foul.
Yes, he did a good job making contact there. So now our star is taking over the game. That floater that he loves so much, and he was struggling with that last night, but today he really got in. And then Kaiser, tough contested shot, and it was like no one was there. He knocked that down, nothing but bottom of the net.
This was our billing for this ball game. Those 2 players, things starting to come alive for both of them here in this second of 2 games.
And I know that's a relief to both coaches to see their star players step up and hit some shots.
Sure. Means they don't have to work as hard on the sideline.
You're exactly right.
So the Eagles shooting now. The Shear set to come in next dead ball for the Rattlers. And standing to my left, Fahimi Kabeya at 6'9", just darkening our table. He's so tall. He's set to come in as well.
That's right. It's not too often that we see players that big walking around here. So I'm excited to see what he does once he gets in the game.
And free throw trouble continuing for the Eagles as Perkins missed on the first of 2. Justin Wright, the freshman, out on the floor for Coach Moten and the Eagles as well.
Remember these early free throws that they're missing. They struggled last night for the free throw line, and now we got a close game tonight. And missing free throws, I mean, those are free. You got to knock those down. And when you look at the stat sheet at the end of the game, you want to make sure that you did everything that was in your control, and making free throws is in your control.
Perkins goes 1 of 2. Rattler lead. And the basketball, but a whistle now as Randolph's knocked down inside the paint.
A lot of contact there. It looked like a 90s NBA game right there type of foul.
Randolph inside the paint just got whacked inside of there. One of those fouls where you know they're going to put it to him so he does not convert on that lay-in and make him do it from the line.
It looked like the bad boys from the Detroit Pistons. They're not going to let you have any freebies.
Trying to cut into that central lead. Got the first free throw. FAMU from the line at 63% free throw shooting.
So you see his numbers from last night, only 7 points, but he was able to contribute with 9 assists. And that showed when you see his other 2 teammates, Jones especially, get involved.
So Randolph's free throws makes it a 1-point lead for Central, and FAMU going to jump into its own full court pressure.
We didn't see any pressing from FAMU last night, but I don't think they were in a position where they had to. They had to lead the entire game.
Left side on the wave, Ayate handles. Now Kaiser. Cross dribble, lost it momentarily. Back out to Perkins. Now 9 to shoot for Central. They double Kaiser. He'll dump it down low. Inside to the rack they go to Kabia, who just got in there. Kabia just not able to convert inside, and I know what you're getting ready to say, Coach.
I was trying to think of something else to say besides. You can't miss those layups, Charles. You have to go in there. You're 6'9". You have to be strong and be able to finish at the rim.
So FAMU will take it over. 13:41 they put back on the clock here. Jones to inbound it. Eagles full court pressure. In the corner, shot rejected there. Clark trying to get it airborne, but a good defensive effort in the corner. I believe Kaiser got that one.
That was a great block there. Those long arms, he didn't make any contact. Great effort.
Kaiser showing some work on the defensive end, and that's what Coach Moten is really asking of him, to become more of a diverse player, both sides of the floor, not just for scoring.
Right, he was really looking for him to be a complete player all around.
Clark, undaunted on the other side of the floor, tries another 3, missed on that one. Perkins, Ayate for 3. Can't get it to fall, but a second rebound down low by Cabella. Reverse lay-in left side. They'll get him for the travel, though. Got the roll on the lay-in, but they'll wave it off.
Well, this is an opportunity that Coach is taking to get one of his freshmen some playing time and some experience. You know, he made a good move, a little off balance, but that's going to happen. The more reps he gets, the better he's going to get efficient finishing those shots and his footwork.
Spear out front, over to Clark. Shot clock approaching 10 as Randolph works out front. Cross dribble by him. And a whistle. They tied him up inside the paint, or just outside the paint. And they say Kaiser commits the foul. Bryce Moraine back out on the floor now for the Rattlers. He'll replace Jones in the lineup.
So Central has really gotten a bigger lineup in than they had last night. And I think that might be giving FAMU some problems. You know, they're not being able to finish like they were last night, getting to the rim. So a good adjustment by Coach.
And there you see Coach McCullum trying to adjust to it there with the shear out on the floor. And he just put Johnny Brown out there as well. But in the corner, Spear with a triple for the Rattlers of FAMU there.
They are draining both sides of the floor. They are draining some very tough shots.
Palmer to the rack, Perkins, that is. Nicely done with the left hand on the lay-in.
Another tough shot.
So they trade baskets, and we're even at 14. Spear across the timeline. Foul on extended with his floater. That one's off the mark. Kaiser skies and comes away with the rebound for the Eagles. Kaiser got it by Spear. Spear a little bit shorter in terms of the height. We'll see if they try to take advantage of that matchup. But now they've got him back out front now on Perkins. Top of the key, they almost throw it away. They got to hurry with the shot. They get it airborne. The shot taken there by Wright, the freshman. He can't convert. 11:27 left, first half of basketball, tied at 14.
Charles, I told you they've been making some tough shots tonight, and here's one right here. Look at that, contested, drained it.
Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
We know the players get excited, but the coaches get just as excited. They had to pull out the tape here in the Lawson Center to establish the boundaries for the coaches not to go beyond. They were almost getting right into our broadcast, coming right in front of us.
Yeah, I missed the play. We had Coach McCollum in front of me in one play.
Everybody's getting into the fray on this. So the Rattlers claim a lead after that basket. On the floater right side, that's Caldwell. Came off the bench last night after being on the injured reserve. Sparked him a bit. Missed on that one. The Shear clears an errant shot for FAMU.
If I'm number 2, I'm getting out of the way. I don't want to catch one of those elbows on that rebound.
Dump it up top. Brown down in the corner. Moraine whistles. And a push off on the inside.
Yeah, he was definitely out of control. I thought travel at first, but I can see how it's a charge as well. He comes in, he lowers that shoulder, and that's where you get that charge call.
Moraine, not sure if he considered playing for the FAMU football team, but at 6'5", 200 pounds, got a strong shoulder in there, picking up that foul. Caldwell out front on the weave. He gives it over to Ty Graves, the redshirt senior from Greensboro, out on the floor now for the Eagles. Kaiser out now with less than 10 to shoot. Leans back with the jumper, got this space, good look. This one just wouldn't stay in for him.
And that was a better look than they were getting last night. You see they turned their offense. It was later in the shot clock. So I'm sure they're more pleased with that type of look and miss than an early shot.
The Shear down at the block. Ian Ayate going at it. And he was fouled. Randolph back out on the floor. Reeves scurries back for Coach McCullum as well.
That tape didn't hold him back one bit, Charles. You see he's right in front of our table again. Yeah, now he's getting back in line now.
Yeah, one of the officials had his back to him, so Coach McCullum just kind of cheating across the line until he got caught.
That's right. Coach McCullum said, well, he was at half court. I wasn't trying to start anything. I was just making observations. I haven't. I've never worked the sideline like that, so.
Brown misses on that shot from outside for FAMU. Well, you'll get your opportunity.
Yes, very soon.
Graves out front of the iron. Rebound comes to Randolph. 3-on-3. Spears for 3. Can't get it. Kaiser clears. We go back the other way.
That's tough to get a good shot when your feet aren't set. He didn't get his feet set. He rushed that shot for sure.
Under 10 minutes left first half. Rattlers by a bucket. Eagles there into the floor. Kaiser slides by the Shear. Floater to the rack. He'll get that rim or the fall. Nicely done by Kaiser.
Now that's the Kaiser I was looking to see last night. Making tough shots, getting his team energy, and being the leader that he is.
He'll be going to the line after a tough effort here on that penetration right side. Right past Evans to Shear with the floater to the cylinder. So starting to get on track. He'll be shooting, trying to convert on the three-point play with the free throw. And he's good from the line.
That's how you get a three-point play the old-fashioned way. You know I like that old-school basketball.
He'll change the lead in favor of the Eagles after that free throw. Trying to dump it down low in the corner to Reeves. He's tied up there. Good defensive effort there in the corner by Alex Caldwell for the Eagles.
And that has been the identity for Central. You know, their defense has really been something that they've been big at. And Coach is looking for them to get some more offense out of their defense.
Randolph out front. Down at the block. Head fake to Shear. Can't get it airborne. Now goes right other side of the cylinder and missed on the lay-in. Caldwell pushes. Kaiser. Nice head fake, but they'll get him for the travel. Hard fake there. Just could not control the feet.
They had those happy feet there, Charles.
DJ Jones back out. And Shear takes a seat. Bowles trying to get back out on the floor for the Eagles, as is Palmer. So Kaiser will take a rest. 8:42 left first half. We'll see him again before the break for sure. Trying to give him a little break there to finish up his first half strong.
You're exactly right. They're going to need him to come in here to finish off the half.
Randolph, shuttle pass at the block. Good push pass inside by Randolph to kind of catch that Eagle defense off guard, and that resulted in a foul.
Yeah, you have to have your head on a swivel and be alert at all times. That makes you a good defensive player and a good defensive team. And it takes all five of you doing it at the same time. One person out of position can break down the entire defense.
Rattler's already in a 1-and-1 here with 8:29 left in this first half. It'll be Johnny Brown, the sophomore, shooting.
Well, that shows you the aggressiveness of Central's defense and how they turned it up a notch. We did not see anything like this at all last night.
Well, you talk about good coaches, and we talked to Coach Moten before this ball game. It's about adjustments based upon what he saw last night, and we're seeing a lot of them here in this first half.
Yeah, I know they spent a lot of time watching film and breaking down film last night and today.
Reeves to inbound it. Across the floor, Brown was trying to get it to Spear, but threw it into the Central bench. So the Eagles now with the basketball and a 1-point lead in tow. They try to go inside, taken away by FAMU.
Force that pass in there. I don't know why he would try to force it in. They've been doing so well getting the ball moving and getting better shots tonight.
I think they got a foul called on the inside against one of the Rattlers on the inside. I believe it was either Spear or it could have been Johnny Brown. One of the players with 1 in their jersey number got hit with the foul for FAMU. So it'll be Palmer to inbound it. And we're going to have a warning there against head coach Lavelle Moten for being outside of that coach's box on the far side of the floor.
I don't think either one of these coaches really care too much about this coaching box. They tried to get under control early by putting tape down, but there's a lot of scuff marks on that tape already.
So that warning going against Coach Moten. Tie up on the inside. Pham clears the basketball. Randolph with a 2-on-1 bounce pass right side, and Lorraine can't finish for FAMU, but it'll stay with the Rattlers.
I know I sound like a broken record. You don't have to tell me, but those are the shots you have to finish. You need to be on balance, be strong, and finish through contacts.
Lorraine a little bit out of control there at the block, not able to finish on that. I think what they're going to do for the truck is just put a font up on the screen, and every time you're ready, you just punch it in, right?
Yeah, I don't have to say I just push my button. It'll be like the help button and just finish your layup.
Inside the paint, Jones looks for space, runs it with the left hand, and he finishes. He just kept spinning and spinning till he got some space and knocked it down.
That's right. He stuck with the play, and he finished. He finished the shot inside.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you finally get to say that, right?
Yeah, great finish.
7:38 left first half. Perkins over to Bowles. Palmer behind the arc for a long three, and yes, he rings it up.
Look at that step back. That was a forced shot, but it's one of those shots. Oh, what? A great shot. Great shot.
Just what we wanted.
That's exactly what we were trying to get.
Randolph out front now for FAMU. They trail by a point here. Rain surveys. Over to Reeves. Shot clock toward 10. Randolph wants to work on. Slices through underneath, right side. Nicely done with the body control.
Looks like we're just going back and forth, trading buckets. It's going to come down to who gets the defensive stop here.
6:47 remaining. First half of play. Palmer out front. Three-pointer again. This one looks to be off, and it is. But the long rebound comes free to Graves. Other side, his spinner won't stay down. Two good looks there by the Eagles out front. And the Rattlers come away with the basketball. Jones in traffic. Left-handed shot, left a bit short. So Jones very active on the offensive end for FAMU. They're trying to get him to get into that rhythm.
Yeah, we need to get him back into that 18-foot spot. That's where he was successful yesterday. He didn't have as much success going in and trying to finish the contact.
6:03 remains.
So we got this three-point shot here, that step back, looked like the playground type shot right there. And then another tough shot. Randolph coming in there, finishing strong, finishing the layup.
MVP. It's NBA on ABC time. Nets Warriors, Saturday on ABC.
Lots of lead changes in this first half of basketball. Right now, the Rattlers up by a point, 20-19 over the Eagles. FAMU with the basketball.
It's been a lot of back and forth and exchanging of baskets. You need to get some defensive stops out here and let somebody get on a run.
Randolph behind the arc. Now slides right side over to Spear. They try to slide it inside to Deshier. And that miscue will send the basketball back over to North Carolina Central.
A little frustration out there, Charles, but they'll get it back here on defense.
Bowles back out on the floor for the Eagles. FAMU setting up in his own on that half-court set. Kaiser out front. He'll work off a screen, right side to the rack. Underneath, reverse knee, and almost got it to fall.
Now that would have been a heck of a finish, Charles. That would have went in.
It's back to the cylinder, actually underneath it.
Let's take a look at that. Came in a little Jordan-esque, well, not the air, but still a very acrobatic shot.
Hey, nice move inside. Didn't get the basket, but good look there athletically. Jai Clark back out now for the Rattlers. He'll replace Spear in their lineup. And it'll be Bryce Moraine shooting for FAMU.
1-1 for Moraine.
Moraine misses on the front end of that, so the Eagles have the basketball. Perkins wants to push.
FAMU did a great job stopping the ball early. You can't allow him to get downhill into the basket.
They couldn't stop that one, though. Devin Palmer from outside knocks down a big triple there for the Eagles.
Yeah, they might want to get a hand in his face and at least contest that shot.
Palmer with a good-looking jumper there. Under 5 remains first half. And FAMU playing away from the basket now. Shot clock already at 7. And nowhere near getting a shot off as Randolph works behind the arc. Whistles on the play. Clark standing on the inbound line, far side of the floor. It'll go back over to the Eagles. Good defensive stop for the Eagles that trip.
Great defensive stop. They had solid defensive possession. Now we have to convert on the other end and make it worth their effort.
Half of the equation's in play. They have the basketball now. as Perkins comes across the timeline. We go down to 4:30 left first half. Kaiser lost it momentarily, but they get another look. Go across the floor, Palmer. Nice head fake, 10 to shoot. Kaiser behind the arc, lost his dribble, 5 to shoot. Basketball out of bounds, and that's going to leave the Eagles with 3 seconds on the shot clock. As the Shear knocked it out of bounds for the Rattlers, so we'll see what they dial up with the 3 seconds here. They've got Kaiser inbounding the basketball.
With Kaiser taking it out, I'll be ready to see him get the ball in and get a handoff, maybe to go right back up for a layup, get a quick shot.
They get it to Palmer. He'll hoist from outside. Didn't crease the rim, so the violation will give it over to the Rattlers of FAMU. So, defensive stops on both ends of the floor.
Defensive stops and nothing to show for either one of them. Well, I might be speaking too soon. We'll see what FAMU does in this possession.
Full court pressure by the Eagles. And that full court pressure has worked for Coach Moten and the Eagles early on in this ball game. FAMU's having to delay getting into their half-court set.
It's definitely slowed them down and not allowed them to get into a rhythm.
Last 3 minutes, no points for the Rattlers of FAMU. 3:57 remains first half. Eagles lead it 22-20. Back with more on ESPN Plus. 3:57 remains in this first half from the Snake Pit. Rattlers trailing the Eagles of North Carolina Central by 2 points in this ball game. FAMU as a team, seems like their rhythm is there in terms of their offensive set. They're certainly doing a decent job defensively as well.
Yeah, definitely is an advantage of being on your home court. You settle in a lot quicker, where Central, they took them a whole game, it seems like, last night to kind of get into rhythm, and they've jumped right in today, and it's been a much cleaner game than we've had last night.
At the line for the Rattlers, it'll be Cameron Reeves, the senior, shooting. Was fouled before the break. Some big free throws coming here in front of him. Rattlers trying to bring this ball game to even, and Reeves misses on the first of 2, or on the 1-and-1, so the Eagles back the other way now. Palmer behind the arc. Now up top they go to Moultrie, who just got on the floor. Normally a starter, but Coach Moten trying to shake the lineup up. And Moultrie was one of the victims not starting.
Yeah, it's all about effort for Coach. He said that nobody seems to know the plays right now, but he can play you off your effort and how you get after it on the court.
Another turnover, this one going back over to the Eagles. Top step left side, we're going to have some whistles there. Jordan Perkins trying to make something happen left of the cylinder, and he draws a foul. Looks like they're going to call that foul on Jai Clark.
You have Kaiser there going for the steal, and they are able to get in the paint and didn't convert traditionally with a layup, but going to the line and trying to convert that way.
Perkins, the assist leader for the Eagles of North Carolina Central, second all time at Central in terms of assist. And he is one of also those players that Coach Moten is just really asking to step up on his game as well.
Right. With the lack of practice that they've had, it's all about who gives the most effort and goes hard every possession. If you're going to mess up going hard. You can't afford to mess up and then be lazy about it.
So Perkins will be shooting the 2 here for the Eagles. Had 2 assists in last night's ball game to take its total to 5-12 overall. Chasing Emmanuel Chapman. And Perkins, a senior, still quite a bit of ways with Chapman. Chapman finishing with 617 assists for the Eagle program.
Well, Charles, it's pretty hard to get assists when your teammates can't knock down a bucket. But maybe tonight, they're ahead of schedule. They only had 18.5 last game, and they're already ahead of that. So maybe they'll get some more assists.
Perkins 1 of 2 from the line. 3-point lead for the Eagles. Randall trying to get it across the timeline. A 10-second violation because they can't get it across.
It seemed like a quick 10, but the clock does not lie. It was at 19, so.
Oh, you referenced that video doesn't lie in the pregame. Clocks don't lie either.
That's right. Clocks, videos, and stats. None of those are liars.
Perkins works it in the half-court set to Kaiser. We're approaching 3 minutes left. Nice cross-court by Kaiser. Got it to the rack with a call. He'll get the whistle and go to the line.
When he gets one of these shots to fall, they're going to go wild because they look real good, but we're not getting any points from them.
That'll send him to the charity stripe there. Good tough move there by him inside the paint. He's got that uncanny ability to get that basketball airborne and dancing around the cylinder. Knocks down that free throw. Seventh point of this ball game. As Spear comes back out for Coach McCullum. Kaiser for the second. Bremer falls good, so this 5-point lead for the Eagles is their largest lead since they hit Tallahassee on yesterday. Reeves out front. Good aggressive defense there by Moultrie. Spear trying to get free for the basketball.
This is what I was talking about earlier, that their defense has really sped up FAMU.
Reeves for three. Spins it, but it's off the mark. Moultrie chases it down in the corner.
I think he settled for that shot. It was contested. I know they hit some of those, but earlier in the game, but I call that fool's goal. When you hit that shot with the hand in your face, you're not going to be able to get that, especially when fatigue sets in. And we're at the end of the half.
2:18 left in it. Coach Moten recognizes that his team is a 5-on-5 team. They're in a half-court set now. This is Palmer, air ball, but the backside rebound, nicely done by Capella with his first two of the ball game.
That's a great confidence builder for him. You know, he came in, had a turnover, a missed layup, and to be able to finish that easy layup and get his team riled up, that's a confidence builder.
That'll force a FAMU timeout as the Eagles take their largest lead of the ball game by 7, 27-20. And good effort by the Eagles to get that basket with Cabella.
So here's that last shot. You know, it was contested, air ball, and then a great finish and got his team hyped.
It's all about boxing out. That time Randolph not able to do it. Cabella found the space on the inside for the easy rebound and layup. Trailing by 7 at this point. Coach Rattlers a little bit out of kilter. What can they do now to kind of get their rhythm back in this last minute 59?
Well, they had a lot of success by getting Randolph the ball and getting to the basket. So I would go back to Randolph, go-to player. And, you know, when the ball's in his hands, good things happen. He may not get a shot off, but he had 9 assists last night. He'll be able to get somebody else involved.
Coach Moten with his strategy of going into that zone defense, forcing the Rattlers further away from the basket. A little bit more difficult for them to get that spacing that they need on the floor. So we'll see how they play it out. Reeves out front. Rattlers really not without a big on the floor except for Jones backside. Randolph tries to slide it inside there. Good collapse inside. And the Eagle bench in particular can't believe a call was made there. And they played very aggressive inside the paint.
Yeah, they have been aggressive inside, but like I said, when Randolph has the ball, good things happen. So he didn't get the shot off, but he got into his teammate to Jones, and let's see him convert, make these 2 free throws.
Jones with a couple of early baskets, been quiet since then. He'll be shooting 2 here. Jones at 62% from the free throw line. Got the first one for FAMU.
Got a little help from the basketball gods on that one.
Yeah. So he'll have the second. Cox Saints fires and knocks that down. Central by 5 with the basketball. Perkins slides top of the key. Down in the corner now. Kaiser, 10 to shoot. They go to Palmer. Palmer turns with the jumper. Tried to go glass, but he missed. Backside rebound. Now basketball loose. Picking up by Cabella. Cabella with a whistle. The play continues because he hit the rim with that shot.
That was a great hustle play. Great pump fake, but just couldn't finish it.
Just trying to get it up before the buzzer. He did touch the rim with a shot, so FAMU got it on the rebound and back the other way. Under a minute remains. Different first half of the Eagles in North Carolina Central compared to last night, for sure.
Definitely. Energy is this much different in a positive way.
Nice dish from up top by P.J. Jones looking inside. Moraine beat his man at the block. And that's a nice pass from Jones, and Moraine with the finish.
Let's take a look at that. That was a great pass, and the finish was even better. You know, the pass could be good, but if you don't finish it, it doesn't matter. And that's probably exactly what FAMU needed right now as they trail right now.
They cut into that deficit, trailing now 27-24, so starting to get some rhythm there offensively. And Jones with a real good look there, being very unselfish about that, because that's about the range that he was hitting the jump shots last night and could have very easily taken that one.
Very easily. You know, I'm sure he has great confidence the way that he's knocking that down last night, but it was a better shot. A close to the basket is a higher percentage shot, so he made the right call.
Look at some of the stats floating on the screen at the bottom. Central leading the rebounding category. Turnovers, the category the Rattlers don't want to be leading. They have 9 compared to 4 for the Eagles.
Yeah, FAMU did a great job of taking care of the ball last night. They only had 12 turnovers in the whole game last night, and here we are with 37 seconds left, and they're already at 9. So that's an adjustment they're definitely going to have to make in the second half.
Eagles will inbound it. 37 seconds on the game clock. Rattlers showing full court pressure. Looks like we got a technical foul call here.
Yeah, they were in there a little handsy. I saw one of the players knock another player's hand off, but you know the ref only sees the second one. They never see the first one, so I don't know if it's a double technical or just going one way.
Jameer Williams, a guilty Rattler, and he was tying up Jordan Perkins for the Eagles. So the double will give the basketball back up to keep it with the Eagles. As Perkins comes across the timeline. Up top, Palmer. Nice slide pass to Kaiser. It won't fall for him, though. That was a nice little bounce pass on the give. Rattlers back the other way. Spear pushes in the corner. Jones.
You got 12 seconds left on the clock. You have to be patient and get yourself a good shot.
Williams finds a lane there. He got a good shot on the layup.
Or not. Just do that.
Kaiser trying to finish. Got it airborne. Back of the cylinder. Central with a look before the break. 27-26 at the intermission, coach. And the Eagles have to be very happy about what they're doing offensively and defensively in this first half.
Yeah, this is a much better team than we saw last night. They're playing both ends of the ball, both ends of the floor. They're getting stops on defense, and then they're hitting shots. You know, they're turning their offense, and then we see some younger players as well get in there and get some experience.
Their Eagles with the lead, 27-26 over the Rattlers. We'll take a break here. More basketball action on ESPN Plus after this.
ABC.
We are live at the Lawson Center on the campus of Florida A&M University at the intermission. It's the Eagles of North Carolina Central with a 27-26 lead over the Rattlers of FAMU. The Rattlers close in this ball game primarily through the work of MJ Randolph and the work he's done.
Yeah, Randolph has already matched the point scored that he had last game in the first half already. So he's been more involved offensively, shooting a great percentage, 3 for 4 from the field. And there's his signature move right there. He loves that floater, getting into the paint and getting to the basket and finishing with contact.
For the Eagles of North Carolina Central, he was asked to step up, and Perkins is doing that for the Eagles.
Yeah, he has stepped up with his energy, which does not show up on the stat sheet. But again, he's a downhill player, getting to the rim, 3 for 3 from the field.
Jordan Perkins, the senior, their second all-time assist leader, trying to impact this basketball game for the Eagles of North Carolina Central. Eagles at 4-4 overall and lost last night here at the Snake Pit, so they go 2-1 in conference play. FAMU pulling the 2-2 in MEAC play. And as these teams get ready and get closer to the MEAC tournament, all these conference ball games are just going to be a lot more important for them going down the stretch.
It is. Every game is very important. not only because it's towards the end, but you never know how many games you have left. COVID, I mean, games are canceled left and right. You don't have time to make it up, so every game is very important.
Rattlers back out on the floor. Eagles headed that way as well. Eagles with the 1-point lead. Kaiser in that first half of play and Randolph each with 8 points for the teams. Jordan Perkins finished with 8 for the Eagles. And DJ Jones with 6 for the Rattlers. So those are the leading scorers in that first 20 minutes of play. As we open up the second half now. Central with a 27-26 lead. They have the basketball. FAMU starts with a man-to-man defense. Perkins backpedals. Off to Palmer. Now entry pass into Bowles. He's tied up on the inside by Reeves. Reeves got too close. Nicked him inside.
I like the way they got that mismatch down on the block and took advantage of it. You know, Reeves is probably the shortest person on the court right now, and they took advantage of that mismatch.
Ayate handles out front, back to Palmer. Or to Perkins now. Perkins works it left side. Now Palmer. Floater, had to adjust the shot in flight, but he missed on it. He's fighting for the rebound, and he got the putback, but he missed on that.
Great follow, way to battle. But you know, Charles, you got to finish that layup.
He did not. It's still 27-26. Eagles lead it, but the Rattlers with the basketball. Chance to claim the lead. Moraine handles on the weave. It's Randolph now. 10 to shoot. Randall scoops underneath left side, and he got the lay in.
Now that's how you finish. Got downhill, got to the rim, and a great finish.
Rattlers with the 28-27 lead as Palmer tries from outside. He missed. His follow-up is underneath, and he missed there. Jones got in his way, and FAMU comes away with the basketball. Randolph slides right side, got some space, banked it home for the Rattlers.
He is just taking over this game, and he's taking it over without forcing shots and going to what his strengths are, getting downhill and easy buckets.
Able to slide right side and got the space. The FAMU lead now is 30-27. Eagles trailing, they have the basketball. Kaiser's free behind the arc. It gives to Ayate. Kaiser again with 6 to shoot. He'll work off the screen. Slides left side underneath. Got it to the cylinder. Missed on his shot. And we're going back the other way. That's offensive interference on the inside. Bowles guilty of that.
Randolph has come in the second half on fire. Back-to-back buckets. Tempo, change of speed, change of direction, and finishing his layups.
Starting to sense that his confidence is growing as his ball game is growing. We're at 17:54 remaining in it. Rattlers with a 30-29 lead. An offensive interference was called on Cameron Bowles of the Eagles. Official Byron Evans is at the scorer's table. I think they may be trying to put some more time on the clock. I think they did. They took it up to 18:05. So Randolph with the basketball. Last couple of trips been very successful for him on the offensive end. Reeves stops, pops, and drops for the Rattlers.
He took that shot from Jones land, that right inside the three-point line.
They gave it to him. He took it. And the Rattler lead now 32-29. Ayate, right side to the cylinder. The spinner is off the mark.
Central is getting to the basket, but they're just out of control getting to the basket. If they could get their bodies under control and finish, they would be able to pull away here.
17:31 remains. Rattlers with that 32-29 lead. Randolph, the junior. Up top. Moraine, 3. Oh, yeah. Foul line extended. That's easy.
They are getting into a groove right here, FAMU is.
34-29 now. FAMU extends their lead. Trying to work it down at the block to Ayate. Randolph guarding. He'll pick up the foul.
I'm picking up on a trend here. They're trying to post up the guards, Central is, and get that mixed match. And it's worked in their favor both times they've done that.
They out on the floor now for Coach Moten. Bowles departs. He departs with his 4th personal. As the work by Moraine at the foul line with the jumper. Just exquisite. Perkins up top. Palmer, 7 to shoot now for the Eagles. He'll spin with the layup underneath right side. He just kept sliding and sliding. Nobody ever picked him up, and he got the little scoop layup.
He did not give up on that play.
Randolph backpedals. Spear over to Randolph. Back to Spear in the corner for 3. Front of the iron there. Basketball coming our way. Spear gives chase. And we'll go over to the Eagles of North Carolina Central. They almost got you involved in this broadcast, didn't they, Coach?
I was about to go over that loose spot myself. I got excited for a second there. But Randolph made a great read there. He had been getting downhill and getting to the basket. They cut him off, and he got his teammate involved. Didn't knock down the shot, but still a great read.
Perkins down. Central stopped the FAMU run last trip down the floor. Trying to see if they can't get another basket here. Ayate, left side. Palmer to the rack, left corner. All the way through it. He got the lay-in. So back-to-back baskets by the Eagles. And they cut the lead to 1.
You have to cut the baseline off on that drive. Stick a foot out of bounds. Don't let him beat you the same way twice.
Moraine, he'll push hard right side on the whistle there. Going to be a foul. I think Ayate had his back to him. 15:31 remains. Rattlers leading by 1, 34-33 over the Eagles. Back after this break. 34-33, Rattlers lead. Eagles not going away. Coach Moten talking to us in the pregame. He said half-heartedly that they're good at absolutely nothing, but that's not true tonight. Eagles have been very tough and done a good job on both ends of the floor.
Most definitely. They have come together. It seems like they're gelling a little bit better. They're sharing the ball, and they're getting it done.
FAMU to inbound it. Randolph way out front. In traffic, they tie him up near the free throw line, but a whistle. So Randolph was fouled. I don't think it's going to be a shooting foul, though. It'll be side out or left of the cylinder for the Rattlers to inbound it. Senior Bryce Moraine said to do that last couple of minutes. He's been very productive for that FAMU offense.
They have really been getting some good looks in that 15-foot area.
One-on-one, Randolph and Kaiser. Randolph lost the dribble. Jumper in the corner. That one's short. That was Williams with the triple there by FAMU. Missed it. Perkins pushes back the other way. And Williams, out of frustration, you see it so often. Don't do what you want to do on the offensive end. You try to make up for it, and you commit a foul on the defensive side.
That's what you call a dumb foul right there. It's open court. They weren't a threat. Just get out, get in front, and play some solid defense and earn it back that way instead of committing a foul.
Perkins out front for the Eagles. They trail by 1. Nice move by Perkins inside the paint. Got it over to Cabella, and he lost it at the block out of bounds, so the turnover will give it back to FAMU.
You know I'm huge on conversion. When you get a turnover, you have to convert it into 2 points, at least 2 points on the other end.
FAMU to inbound it. Eagles showing full court pressure. as Randolph handles in the backcourt. FAMU predicted to finish third in the Southern Division of the MEAC preseason polling. First, the Eagles, three-time conference tournament champions, picked to finish number 1 in the South, and a travel violation gives the basketball right back to the Eagles.
He is such a powerful player. He sit down on the block, get it, chin it, and just make a power move up and finish.
Coughed it up instead. We're at 14:28 remaining. Still a 1-point lead for FAMU. Up top, Moultrie. They had Cabella open momentarily down low, could not get it to him. Kaiser, and they go across the floor. That shot's off the mark. Rebound comes away to FAMU. They don't want to run now. Spear pushes. Lorraine, hard push inside the paint. Now down in the corner for three. That one's on the front iron by Clark.
One more pass, he would have had his teammate wide open for a three.
There's Perkins trying to hold that basketball. Got it away, but they throw it away now. FAMU with 2-1 no, and that's an easy lay-in for Spear.
That was all started by a hustle play by Kaiser right there.
3-point lead for FAMU. Coach McCullum, see him at the sideline. He'll be happy about the last couple of minutes. What his Rattlers have done. Whistle on the play. Ayate going to be guilty of the travel violation out front, so the basketball back over to FAMU. 13-10 left, Coach. A lot of basketball still left here inside the snake pit, but you got to know that the Rattlers are thinking if after a 2-day back-to-back bout with the #1 team in the South, if you can come away with both wins, you're going to be very happy about where you are.
That's the momentum you need. In February, when you're getting ready and preparing for postseason play, wins like this can carry you a long way.
Out front, Reeves. Over to Randolph, left side. Now Moraine. They push at the block to DeShear. Doubled there. Got it airborne. He's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Nice footwork. We talked about this last night. I know I just said last possession he's a power player. He's a big guy. But that is entertainment right there. Here's another look at it. Nice quick spin off. Maybe a shot fake and another step through would got him a better look, but he's going to the line to get those points anyway.
Shear shooting from the line. Rattles the first one good. Shear last night with 10 minutes of play finished at 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. That first free throw there as Randolph departs.
Yeah, it's a good time to get him out right before the media, get him a couple extra seconds of win. We'll probably come back with him after the media timeout.
Shear good on both from the line. Caldwell back out now for Coach Moten and the Eagles. Clark guards him as he comes across mid-court. Kaiser free all the way through to the rack, faked it right side, and he drew the foul.
He had good body control there. You know, was up in the air, was able to finish with contact. Another 3-point play.
Coach Moten.
Here's another look at it. Got up there, extend, got the ball away, and was able to take that contact and get it up on the glass.
Protected it well with the off arm. Coach Moten talking about Kaiser in the pregame, said that great players get you out of a jam. And there, Kaiser really stepping it up. Did a good job there. Missed on the free throw, though. But he gets the rebound, and they throw it away. Had another look at it, but they threw it away. Reeves, Clark for 3, front of the iron.
That's not a shot that you want there in transition. It wasn't open. His feet weren't set. It wasn't a good look. Get it back out. Get set into your offense to get a better look.
There's Palmer with a look in the corner. Hit the side of the backboard, though. So last couple of trips won't make anybody's highlight reel as FAMU comes back the other way. Now that one will as Reeves finds the range.
It was looking a little reminiscent of last night's game. Got a little sloppy there for a second.
Reeves with that jumper makes it a 5-point lead for FAMU.
You see Kaiser set a screen there. Usually you set a screen to get a screen. It took him a little bit to get it back to him there.
Shot clock at 10 now. Kaiser way away from the basket. Palmer slices in between two defenders, slices inside with the lay-in. Excellent body control with the basket by Devin Palmer. Across the timeline is Reeves. FAMU by 3 with the basketball. Entry pass nicely done. That's Moraine for the easy lay-in.
That's some good team basketball right there. That was a great pass.
Patient look by Reeves as Moraine got free for the lay-in. On that patented weave for the Eagles out front. Here's Caldwell behind the arc for 3. Whistles.
Moving screen.
Illegal screen. Timeout on the floor. 42-37 lead for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Quick break here. Back with more action on ESPN+.
Timeout on the floor.
This is the best of the how good is this kid?
10:47 left here in the Snake Pit. FAMU with a 42-37 lead. FAMU really starting to settle into a rhythm in this second half, Coach.
Yeah, they're playing some real good team basketball right now. A lot of people are getting touches. They're working the ball around and getting really good looks at the basket. Coach
McCullum's got to be very happy with what he's seeing so far. Rain will inbound it in the backcourt. And as you indicated after the timeout, Randolph back out onto the floor for FAMU.
Take it away. Take that away.
Reeves out front, trying to get it to the shear at the left block. Hill square, slides to paint, Euro step to the rack, and he got it.
That's nice action right there. It's not too often to see a ball screen for a big man off the block.
Sure.
That was really nice.
Good work by DeShear inside. FAMU with a 44-37 lead after his basket. Eagles now with Caldwell out front. Graves behind the arc. Justin Wright, the freshman, on the floor for the Eagles as well. Caldwell got space, nice dish inside. They're going to travel there. Late whistle, but they did pick it up. Cabella just not able to control the feet, and he will turn it over. Good looking pass on the inside. Cabella just not able to handle it.
This is one of those special actions. A ball screen for the big man off the block. I love it. I wonder how to get that play from Coach McCullum.
At the 10-minute mark, FAMU with the basketball. They lead it 44-37. Graves guarding Randolph. Now DJ Jones back out on the floor for the Rattlers. Gives it over to Reeves. Free, pops the jumper, missed it backside, but a backside rebound by Moraine, and he is fouled.
I love the energy that he's playing with today. He is flying to the boards. He's going on the floor for 50-50 plays. He's doing great tonight.
Bryce Moraine with a great second effort there.
Look at him. He just comes out of nowhere in there and all that traffic. Doesn't get to finish it, but gets it up and is going to the line.
Great work by him tonight. He'll be shooting here. Shooting 2 for FAMU. Knocks down the first, 45-37 after that first free throw by Moraine. A couple of substitutions out on the floor for Coach Moten and the Eagles. As Moraine sets for the second, Kaiser coming back out on the floor. Palmer back out there. Perkins out front. Still working the right side, tried to slide past the defense. FAMU not able to catch up, they commit a foul. I think they get the shear there for the foul.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. They're getting a mix match there because they know that he's not that good at moving laterally or be able to defend the ball. So they get him in that ball screen and attack him.
Perkins out front. FAMU leading at 46-37. Eagles with the basketball. They're trying to work it to Kaiser to get it to him out front. Now 9 to shoot. Kaiser hard push. Nice lead behind at the block. And Cabella had it knocked free from him. It'll stay with the Eagles.
You got to be strong with the ball there. He had a great shuffle pass there. He's right under the basket. Squeeze that ball and go up through contact and finish.
Cabella departs now. As he departs, Bowles with the 4 personals back out on the floor. And Bowles probably a little bit more sure-handed than Cabella down in the paint.
Yeah, Cabella is a freshman. You know, he's getting more playing time than he's gotten all year. It's going to come for him.
Missed opportunity there for the Eagles. That trip down the floor. FAMU with the basketball and a lead, 46-37.
Gap, CJ.
Randolph behind the arc,
Help, CJ.
trying to get it to the shear if they can. Bowles guarding close to there, squaring him up. Now cross dribble by Randolph in the corner, raises, missed on the jumper, tapped around by Moraine, but it comes clear to the Eagles.
That's a great crash to the boards, but his teammates got to help him. He was the only man on the boards there.
Palmer knocks down a triple for the Eagles, make it 46-40 with 8:36 left in this basketball game. We'll see how this one plays out. MEAC Basketball on ESPN+.
8:36 remaining.
No further.
8:36 remaining in this contest. FAMU with a 46-40 lead over the Eagles of North Carolina Central. And Coach, we were talking during the break that this Eagle bunch just won't go away.
Right. At one point, I thought that the Rattlers were pulling away, and now we look up, it's a 6-point game. Just like last night, the Rattlers responded to every run that the Eagles made. It's flipped around this time.
FAMU with the basketball, 6-point lead as Randolph handles in the backcourt. Perkins with the defensive assignment for the Eagles. Moraine behind the arc. On top of the key to Jones, batted and taken away by the Eagles. They got a 3-on-1. Kaiser works it through the paint. Got it to the cylinder. Shot fell off and a whistle on the play. They're going to get him for the offensive foul. Kaiser just trying to will himself on that transition.
Right, he's pushing the ball, trying to make something happen. But Moraine, he's becoming my player of the game. I mean, hustle plays, charges, getting on the boards. That's my type of player.
Yep, great job for the Raptors. Coach McCullum trying to get Jai Clark out on the floor. With 8:14 left, it's a 46-40 lead for FAMU. They'll have the basketball. They'll face full court pressure by the Eagles. Starting to think about working as much clock as they can each trip down the floor. On the weave is Randolph. Nice little instant pass into the shear. Right-hand hook shot, missed on it. But Bowles had it, and he knocked it out of bounds, but they're saying it's going against the Rattlers. So 7:53 remains. Rattlers lead at 46-40. Take a break here. More basketball action on ESPN+. 7:53 left. Rattlers with a 46-40 lead over the Eagles of North Carolina Central. MEAC Basketball. Take a look at the Eagles in their huddle. And this is a team last night that was just totally dysfunctional, but Coach Moten making some adjustments, and they look a lot different here tonight.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, Maxwell and Watley have not seen any playing time at all tonight, and they played substantial minutes last night. And we often talk about how it's hard for the players to get into the rhythm. It's hard for a coach, too. You don't know what combination of players to put out there, what plays to run to what player, because you haven't had enough time to evaluate like you need to make those calls.
Yeah, we were talking about Moten's magic at North Carolina Central, and that's a testament to it right there, that even with what's going on, he's still able to field the team and make them very competitive. Kaiser all the way through and banks it in for the Eagles.
Kaiser is in a much better flow tonight than he was yesterday. That was a big-time play. Brings him within 4 points.
46-42, FAMU with the lead and the basketball. Eagles trying to step up the defense some now as Randolph works it right side. 12 to shoot. He'll go all the way. Floater in the paint. That's a shot, but that one's off the mark. Another look here for the Eagles coming down the floor. They trail by 4. Perkins pushes quickly. Back out Kaiser. Nice side step, spin, jumps back with the jumper and shot an air ball.
He may have forced that one just a little bit. You know, he's having success getting to the rim. Go stick with that.
Coach McCullum trying to get Spear on the floor. He'll do that before FAMU inbounds the basketball. They lead at 46-42. 7:02 left. Randolph on a weave. Reeves pushes hard left side, raises with the jumper, left the defense in its tracks, and knocks down a jumper. Just such a quick, hard step. Got the space.
And elevation, too. He really got up on that jump shot.
Palmer behind the arc. Rattler lead is 6. Whistles on the play. Reeves going to be guilty of the foul there.
Yeah, the ball handler always has the advantage in that situation. I know it may have looked like the ball handler started the contact, but they could protect the ball handler.
Reeves commits the foul. He'll depart. Jai Clark back out for Coach McCullum. Also taking the opportunity to get DJ Jones back out on the floor.
And a much taller lineup right now as well.
Yeah, I got Johnny Brown out there. So Clark departed. Brown's on the floor. Now we got a timeout. 6:30 left. Eagles had to take that timeout. They were in jeopardy of a violation of getting the basketball in. Good pressure out front by the Rattlers.
Yeah, that can be deflating as well. You know, you can't get the ball in bounds. That seems like a simple task. You have to burn a timeout with a close game. You don't want to have to waste a timeout.
Rattlers leading at 48-42. The series between these teams. 19th meeting tonight. Eagles with the lead in the series, 16-6. For the Rattlers, winners last night. And the team split last year. And FAMU with that 10-game win streak here inside of the Snake Pit. Their last ball game that they won last year was against these Eagles, and it looks like they are close to possibly picking up 2 this season here at the Lawson Center.
That would be a great resume builder for them to get 2 wins against Central, but there's a lot of ball to be played yet. This is a much more competitive game than we had last night, so we'll see how this unfolds. Including
the fact that they'll play again, these teams, twice more, this time up at Durham. Left side.
A lot of people may not know that they are now in divisions due to COVID. You don't get to play everybody in the league. There's only a certain amount of teams, so they'll see each other a lot.
So it'll be Palmer at the line shooting for the Eagles with 6:21 left. Palmer has been very productive for Coach Moten tonight. Missed on that first free throw. Basketball chased around by Kaiser. It'll belong to the Rattlers. CJ gave good chase for it, not able to save it though.
You can't be mad at that effort at all, and that's what Coach Moten has been looking for from his team. Good effort on every possession.
Randolph handles for FAMU. He'll push left side. Back out. Johnny Brown for 3. Oh yeah, the lefty's on target.
Big time shot. Very timely 3 for them.
Brown unafraid, just like DJ Jones, to take that shot. His first points of the ball game come at a critical time. 51-42, FAMU leads. Palmer lost the dribble, now tied up. Graves on the move, at the block. Bowles can't handle it. Eagles turn it over.
The Rattlers' defensive pressure there had them sped up that whole possession. They were never in sync there, and in the result, they got a turnover.
Rain will inbound it. He looked to be a little bit shaken after that exchange on the inside. But he's still out there. Rattlers can take their lead to double digits with a basket here. Randolph up top to Spear. Now Brown again from outside. Same result.
Boom! Brown is filling it. He is filling it and filling up that basket.
2 field goals back-to-back for Johnny Brown. Palmer trying to answer. Rimmer, it's off the mark. There's Bryce Moraine with yet another rebound for FAMU. Rattlers by 12. Under 5 remains.
Yeah, like we've mentioned before, it looks like they're eating some clock and trying to slow down the pace.
Spear behind the arc now, 10 to shoot. Graves guarding closely now. 6. Spear on the move left side. Slides all the way through. They left him alone. Got the floater to fall for the Rattlers.
Very similar to last night. Once the Rattlers got a lead, they were very meticulous on when they took their shot. You see right there, they had 2 seconds left in the shot clock before they even attempted.
Perkins works the paint. Dishes Graves. Graves behind the arc. Fires. Missed on it. Rebound to Randolph. And Randolph. Headsy Jr. going to keep things at a slow pace for the Rattlers.
Well, this is where the Eagles have to get up in somebody's short and make them do something. Don't just settle to let Randolph sit out here and dribble the ball. Make them do something.
Randolph, left side Spear behind the arc for 3. Back of the iron, but there is Moraine again. Bryce Moraine right there to collect that rebound for the Rattlers and give them a fresh set on the clock. This is exactly what they need. More time with that basketball in a half-court set. There's Brown again. This one in front of the iron. It finally misses. Kaiser pushes for the Eagles.
I know Brown's been making a lot of shots, so I'm still going to need him to crash those boards.
Look at the Euro step and basket by Kaiser in the paint. 3:19 left, time out on the floor. 56-42, FAMU leads it.
Look at this shot. Contested, he had drained it. That's a great shot.
.319 remaining, FAMU with a 56-44 lead over the Eagles of North Carolina Central, but at the line, C.J. Kaiser after a nice move inside the paint for the basket. Chance for a three-point play. Missed on the free throw there. The free points you always want. Not able to get that one. Rain out front. Now you're starting to see a little bit more assertive Eagle defense in this half-court set. Spear, back up to Randolph. Now 10 to shoot for FAMU. Bowles with the defensive assignment. He's got 4. Spear, nice pass. Moraine, foul line extended, missed it, but there is the tip and put back by Johnny Brown, slicing the paint.
Those are the plays that you need down the stretch.
In the corner, whistles as Palmer fires. The foul took place before that pass to him. Send Perkins to the line for 1 and 1.
Look at this. You get a nice open shot. Doesn't knock down, but your teammates in there to tip it in. That's team basketball for you.
Johnny Brown with some excellent minutes for Coach McCullum and the Rattlers in this second half. Perkins shooting here for the Eagles. Missed on the front end of the 1 and 1. And guess who's there for the rebound?
My player of the game right there.
Bryce Moraine, nice job of collecting that one. Randolph across the timeline. Reeves set to come in next dead ball. We're at 2:25 left now. Ten to shoot. Randolph under control, pushes the corner. There's DJ Jones, shot it flat, but he gets the rebound. And another look there for the Rattlers.
Well, the Eagles started out strong being on the boards, and this is the time they need to continue that. They're giving the Rattlers important possessions at the end of the game.
You know what that's called, Coach? Fatigue.
There you have it. There you have it.
Whistles there, travel there by Moraine, or at least we find out that he's human. He commits a turnover there. Johnny Brown gets high fives from the FAMU bench for a job very well done. We'll take a seat.
Coach McCollum has to be very pleased with the team effort that has been put forth tonight.
Randolph commits the foul there as Kaiser penetrates right side. Coach McCullum, as you see him at the sideline, he's put together a good strategy and got the players excited and pumped up. You talked about it in the pregame that this is a ball game, the 2 back-to-backs that were circled on the FAMU calendar because of who they were playing.
That's right. And on the other side of that, Central has to realize they are that circled game. They might not have FAMU circled, but FAMU has them circled, and they have to be prepared for FAMU's best shot, and that's what they've given them.
Kaiser at the line shooting. Missed. on the free throw. Basketball run down by Randolph and FAMU. So the 4-time regular season champs and 3-time tournament champs, Eagles of North Carolina Central, will chalk this up to a bad road trip here in Tallahassee, Florida. Whistles down low. Yeah, looks like we're going to have what we saw before, Coach, some double technicals being issued here.
At this point, 1:23 left to go in the game, you know, you got to have your emotions under control and just let some things slide.
FAMU with the 58-45 lead. It's 83 seconds left. So the basketball will belong to the Rattlers. It'll be Spear to inbound it. Whistles on the entry play. Coach just really kind of excited about some of the news. And as we look here at the sidelines with that central bench throughout the ball game, we've seen cameras just in the face of Coach Moten and the rest of the team because they are part of that ESPN Plus partnership with the Undefeated to launch that series highlighting HBCUs. And the first one's going to start with the Eagles of North Carolina Central with that 8-part series.
What a great opportunity for HBCUs to get some recognition. I mean, North Carolina Central, we talked about it, they have a great history, and they're going to get the recognition that they deserve.
The Eagles going to be featured on the first show, which comes your way on Friday, February 12th. So that's appointment television.
That's right. Make sure you tune in, and it's on demand too. You can watch it anytime you want to.
And the good thing about that it's an extension of not just HBU fans. This is something that all Americans can take a part in. Any person that's just interested in culture, race, and just how we jive things together to make things better. And this kind of highlights what's happening with these programs. Jumper rattled good by Kaiser in the paint, but that may be a little bit too little, too late. We're at 60 seconds left. So FAMU on the cusp of their 11th straight win here inside the Snake Pit, dating back to last year. As a timeout taken. I think Coach Moten and the Eagles took that one. So FAMU with the back-to-back wins. If it stays this way, we'll have some strong momentum as they look now to back-to-back instances of meeting the Bulldogs of South Carolina State.
This is just another challenge with the COVID situation. To play the same teams multiple times, you know, it's all about who's just going to come play hard at some point. You know what the plays are going to be. You know the personnel. Is this who has the most grit? And tonight, FAMU, clearly, all the hustle plays, rebounding, they had the most grit tonight.
And we should say that they're actually going to meet the Bulldogs 3 times in succession because they played them here in a homestand, but the second one got pushed because of COVID. So they'll play that one on Thursday, then go into the weekend to do the back-to-back. Boy, you just talk about the impact of this virus and what it's had on the entire country and the world. And it's just amplified as it relates to basketball, NC2A basketball.
A little late to start fouling now, Charles.
46 seconds left with 60-47 lead as we talk about this ball game kind of winding its way down. When you survey the stats, the real interesting thing in this contest is that both teams have sent everybody onto the floor.
That's right. It's still, we mentioned it before, these teams haven't had a lot of in-game experience, and with the teams not having a lot, coaches haven't had a lot. So a lot of people are still trying to figure out exactly what they have, what their strengths are, and their best way to win games.
Just so odd to say it that you're in the middle of February and it's just teams are so early in their development.
It's the stop-go that makes it so difficult. You might get into a rhythm, you're playing and practicing on a regular basis, then you're shut down for 14 days. It's difficult.
Kaiser tries the bank, but the bank's closed now in Tallahassee. That one's off the mark. So FAMU with an impressive homestand. have back-to-back wins against the #1 team in the South, the Eagles of North Carolina Central.
And that's 11 straight home wins for the Rattlers in the snake pit.
Gotta like the confines of the Lawson Center. Randolph gonna fire a three, rattled it, missed it. But there's Moraine collecting yet another rebound to cap off an outstanding night by him. And that'll bring us to the end. Final score in this one. FAMU wins the series here at Tallahassee, 60-47. And Coach Rattlers did an outstanding job both ends of the floor to win this ball game.
Yeah, I said it once before. What a great team effort. And then the hustle plays, the rebound, the things that don't stand out on the stat sheet were done tonight. The energy was amazing.
Bryce Moraine, you talked about a player of the game, but he was all over the floor.
Yes, he was. And those are the players that you want on your squad.
Rattlers win it over the Eagles 60-47, so they win back-to-back games here. That'll give them momentum going down the season. That'll do it for us. Glad you could join us for our coverage on ESPN+.